Arigato. Gort has escaped and there's only one left. Uncle John got monkeypox. Please, no, you're being cringe. Oh, it's actually bleeding a little bit. Not gonna want to miss it. Look at his weird little mouth. What's up, epic Fortnite pranksters? It's me, Uncle Farmer Dad Ben. And these are my adorable little baby Capybara blappities. And today I might just do a Capybara creature feature. As you guys can see, they're still a little bit skittish, but that's okay because Uncle Ben's been reading to them, spending all kinds of time with them. I like to just sit here without any thoughts in their heads at all. Sometimes they'll burrow into that little thing there, my little blanket. Yeah, sometimes they'll hop up on the couch with me when I'm reading and they'll sit on my feet. Right now, they're really not in the mood for that, mainly because I ran up to them and I put a flashlight in their face. They're really gonna have to get used to that. But take a look at this. This is how I get in and out of my bedroom every day. As you can see through this window here, my son Pog is just sitting here with these guys that are building my fence. Now, I don't know what Pog is doing, but he's watching these boys. That's Andrew over there. Pog's just over here watching these boys make this concrete pad for the fence. As you can see, we got a big old fence here because some people just keep showing up to my property. And boy, do I love seeing you guys out in public, but boy, do I not like seeing you guys here on my property. Please, do not come to my house. This is my home. It's not some kind of public park for everyone to come and see my animals. I don't care that my address is public and easy to find. It doesn't matter. I was very nice to the last couple people that came because they came with some very small children. But I'm telling you guys, if you come to my house, you're going to get a bullet. Next group of people that comes to my house, I don't care how adorable and young and handsome they are. Uncle Ben's got to protect his blappy. And if I don't shoot people that come here to try and take my clappies, who's gonna shoot them? Seriously though, guys, do not come to my house. But I've been so busy lately. You guys been doing all these things at church. Been hanging out with these cappies. I've been reading to them. They finally let me sit with them now. Sometimes they even let me put my hand right here and go woo boo boo avada kedavra. The only thing that'd make it okay for you guys to just show up to my house is if you came over, you brought some triple fried pizza dough, some kind of frozen meatballs, whatever it is. You can warm it up in my microwave. You can warm it up back at home. Bring it over pipe and hot. But if you want to bring over a vegetable medley, a crudité, figure out how much lunch meat you can spare. Maybe bring over a pound, half pound, 2 pounds of Black Forest ham. Maybe a Dijon mustard spread, any kind of dessert, maybe a German chocolate cake. Tell you what would make you a big hit with the guys is if you brought over some key lime pie, a la mode. I'm talking about ice cream on the side, and you have got to take a bite of my homemade ziti. I'm gonna warm it up. It's just been in the freeze. You know what I love are those mozzarella sticks. Cube them up, put them in some marinara sauce. Of course, you can't go wrong with some sour cream and onion so long as you bring ridged chips. Why don't you come over around 8 o'clock? But unless you guys bring that, I will be upset if you just show up to my home. Welcome to the Urban Rescue Ranch. Here is my capybara creature feature. These are cappy blappies, otherwise known as capybaras, otherwise known as horse rats, or buff beavers. These are the world's largest rodent, and they do not have a tail. They just have a little lemon-shaped body, kind of like Kevin and Karen. And also like Kevin and Karen, these guys are from South America. But I believe there are several invasive populations in Florida and in Australia, which is just the most adorable little thing. Imagine walking through the Florida Everglades and one of these boys walks up to you and gives you a kiss. You're probably wondering why these guys are still skittish. I have been spending a decent amount of time with them, but not all day and night. I'm also loving them by keeping them together and making sure that they have a higher chance of survival by doing that. Now, I could easily separate these guys and spend tons of time with them individually, but I think it's healthier for them in the long run if I let them be together. This is their water bowl. They drink out of it and defecate in it. This is their little shelter that I really just have so they don't splash all over the place. This is their little sushi house, which they go into all the time. And biologically, they're basically just giant guinea pigs. Those are their closest relatives. So we feed them things that we give to guinea pigs. Although I've been told you don't want to give them a lot of tree nut. I got little things like this for them for enrichment. Like guinea pigs and humans, they don't make their own vitamin C, so we have to supplement it. Thankfully, most guinea pig food, which I keep in here so they don't get it, does have a vitamin C supplement in it as well. They always need to have fresh Timothy, and once this starts to get low, I always refill it. If you don't refill it, they'll start to nibble on each and everything in this little plate, including books and book covers, devotionals and other pieces of paper, and of course, the literal word of God. We will never know what was in these notes, but that's okay, because this is just the Minecraft edition. I had this made special. In fact, my buddy Carmelo got it for me this winter whenever Emily came to visit, and I was FaceTiming John when we were sitting on Santa's lap. You guys remember Uncle John? Uncle John got monkeypox. In addition to that, clappy blappies also drink Prime. I like to put a little bit of this in their water here, and that's before they poop in it. You can also put it in a bottle. Logan Paul, how's about you get your brother to fight my kangaroo, huh? But I got this here human baby bottle sippy cup thing here. They'll just destroy the other nipples that I was given. The replacer's easy to make. I drink it myself. And there's several mixes online, you guys. I basically am just doing exactly what several reputable capybara owners, some of them are very, very reputable, but I'm just doing what they told me to do, you guys. This isn't even for them. This is for me. Why spend tons of money on this dang protein powder when you can get this stuff for half the price? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you intimidated by how Sigma I am? For using animal milk replacer as my protein powder? And for still not patching the hole in my ceiling? This is the only thing keeping James Charles up there, you guys. You're welcome. Yeah, after that, we go ahead and put it in here. Little thing name of bottle. Ever heard of it? And the hard part is getting it to go into their mouth. What's funny is once I have them in my hands and I hold the bottle up to them, they know what to do and they love it. The hard part is getting them in my hands. And these are smart little guys, so you don't want to just abuse their trust all the time. You have to be kind of tactful about how you catch them. One thing that shows you that they trust me, though, is that they immediately sit down. See that? They're moving away, but they're not staying standing, which means that they trust me to not mess with them. Okay, I just sat down. Let's see if they sit down too. Look, he just sat down. See, the one closer is a little bit more chill. What do you think of this little bottle? Come on, you're being cringe. You're being cringe. Please, no, you're being cringe. You're being cringe. Stop it. You guys posted cringe, and now you're going to lose subscribe. You don't want to lose subscribe now, do you? No, don't even. Oh. Okay, new tactic. Sushi bed on the couch. Come on, guys, hop up. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Hop up there. Okay, they're up there. Now I just need to get them to go into the sushi bed. Super kawaii sushi bed for you. Sugoi, sugoi. Arigato. Super kawaii sushi bed. Get in there. Yeah, sushi bed, sushi bed, sushi bed. I'm a grown man doing this. Okay, now that they are in sushi bed, I will collect my bottle and they can give us a real good look at their faces. First, take note of their hair. No, I'm not shining it in their eyes, Mom. They have coconut hair. Name of coconut dog. That's why people call them that. Take a look at their adorable little big noses. These are what you call a nose. Here's a little fact for you guys. Much like the prairie dogs, they have their own little languages, and they're actually pretty complex, and they're unique to each little social group, and capybaras do live in groups. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Gort's escaping. Gort has escaped. Gort has escaped, and there's only one left. Time to take Gort into captivity. The best is when one of them stays, so you can give him his baba for staying. This is the best angle you guys are going to get, so just enjoy it. But this is what I do. I go and put this to the mouth. You see, he's chewing it. He likes the bottle, but also he chews it right in half. He takes a huge chunk out of it, like a little idiot. Then I get the stuff all over my lap. Okay, come on, Gort. Gort has been taken into captivity. Take note of this skittish little boy's body language, particularly his little ears. This is really all you gotta do to get him to love you guys. You just have to handle him a ton. What stinks is that there's two of them. If there was just one, he would love me by now because he'd be so used to me handling him like this that he wouldn't even be skittish anymore. Gort has escaped captivity, and Quandale Dingle is already on the run. Good thing is, these are pretty simple creatures, and they're babies, so it's not that hard to get them to go right back into their sushi bed. Take a look at this. Get in there. Okay, I pull up. Hop out at the after party. And they're learning. They're getting smarter. I was wrong. They are getting smarter. Get in your dang sushi bed right now, Quandale Dingle. I'ma be real mad, Quandale. I gotcha. I put my finger in his nose and then he bit it. Oh, it's actually bleeding a little bit. See, that's a little bleeder. Man, just imagine what they can do when they're big. But I have officially been bit by a clappy blappy. Come on. He was just doing it, but I missed it. He's got a little bit on his chin there. I told you. Look at his weird little mouth. Come on. There he goes. Come on. See what I mean? He just chews on the nipple. He's got no idea how to do this. I still like to do this. I definitely don't have to worry about him aspirating. It's just really annoying that he chews on the nipple like this, because then the nipple just breaks and I can't use it again. Like, watch, he's just going to chew the whole nipple off. And I was told I can cut the edge of a syringe off and just use the plastic, and they won't be able to chew on the plastic. Then it's not really like suctiony anymore. This is a clappy blappy. This is how you bottle feed him. Normally, you don't have problems like this with them. This one is just a dumb little boy. And the last people that were taking care of him didn't necessarily care to make sure they were bottle feeding really well. But anyways, these are Cappy Blappies. They are hunted here in Texas for their meat and for sport. They are a big thing in South America to hunt. A lot of people eat them and hunt them in South America. In fact, there's actually videos on YouTube that I don't recommend you go check out. Wow, look at all this stuff on my lap. Isn't this great? I don't really recommend you go watch these videos, but there are literally videos on YouTube of people actually catching and cooking capybaras, unironically. There's a whole video of a dude just skinning one. So it is definitely a thing to hunt these adorable little creatures. But particularly in Texas where they're not even native and they're just farm raised, I think it's particularly cringe to do that. And just like the baby, people don't keep the orphans to hunt because they get too used to people and they're not very fun to hunt when they're eating out of your hand. These two are communicating right now. The issue with this milk stuff is that it smells really bad once it dries. But because of that, I put it into a dish, and they're really good pan feeders, just like pigs. So we really don't have to bottle feed them too much. But I do have to switch out the pan feed about 3 times a day. And they are eating solid foods. They're eating a ton of hay. They're eating a ton of their little pellets. Oh, he tried to bite me again. Do you see that? And they do really like their hay. And I can put this stuff into here, and it's not that big of a deal, but I have to switch it out every so often because you don't want to just let old milk be in here. Blappies do have webbed toes because they are amazing swimmers. Pretty soon we're going to let them outside. I have been letting them swim here and there, but I've decided not to let them use the big pool until they're ready. And they will be ready very soon. We just need to create some ramps in the pool for them to get out and to get back in. Till then, I'm going to use those other green stock tanks that we have. See, he's getting used to me. He's getting comfortable. But these guys are not violent or super confrontational. And even in the wild, blappies can be a little bit friendly. They are very, very social animals, and they can live in groups of 10, sometimes way, way more. A lot like dogs and other rodents, they like to be pet, particularly on the chest and on the neck, as you can see. And realistically, if you do this enough, they will learn to love you. If you can't win them over with treats, you can win them over simply by scratching their cheeks, behind their ears, and their bellies. As you can see, he's already laying down, and he's very comfortable with me. And man, I have a lot of things to clean. But that's it, you guys. It's not that hard to calm him down and tame him. Although he's a small boy now, adults can be up to 150 pounds. So this little girl can get very, very, very big. Get these boogies out of your eyes. And they do really, really well in captivity with other animals. Like the baby, these guys are crepuscular, which means they are active at dawn and dusk the most. But in more urban areas, they can be nocturnal if they want to avoid human contact, just like beavers. Like most prey animals, their eyes are on opposite sides of their head, so they can see at a full 360 degrees almost. And an adult can eat about 6 to 8 pounds of grass per day. They also love to eat bamboo. Okay, he pulls up. He hops out at the after party. You and all your friends, oh, they love to get gnawed.
Sipping on that hen, I know you love the Bacardi. 1942, I put you back in that body.
Okay, you see how I started scratching his chest and then he sat down. I have found the sweet spot, which is the chest. Just like my son Poggers. But yeah, guys, they have the same temperaments as guinea pigs. They freak out and they go crazy until you grab them and then you start scratching them and cuddling them. And then they'll start sniffing your lips like this. He might even bite my chin. See? Told you. Yeah, I get them biting me, but at the end of the day, but they are not super confrontational creatures. They are really, really sweet, and they are just awesome, awesome little guys. Having said that, they are not house pets, and they need a lot of water. So I let them out to swim in a little kiddie pool, but I haven't gotten to film that yet. But this is Quandale Dingle, you guys. He's very handsome, very cute, and he lets me chew on his little... This little fella's already back to nibbling. And I'm considering getting a litter box for these boys. Soldier Boy and James Charles are ready to go outside today. The fence is almost done, as you can see. My bus battery is deader than a doornail. And all these little boys have been hanging out together. And the baby's doing better than ever. Kanye ate some dog food, so I need to keep an eye on his bloat. I treated him for that this morning. Turkey. Karen is still adorable per usual, but Kevin is still evil. I'm gonna fill up these poles for the Blappies. And also, this is a small pig, and I think he should hang out with the other small pig. And this is him seeing his mother again for the first time. Doesn't really seem to be much of a reunion. Doesn't look like she cares. Why is Queen just licking my knee? And this is where he belongs, you guys. He belongs with these other pigs. He needs to stay out here and grow. Now I'm gonna keep Big Ounce inside with the other Blappies. This is what the baby be looking like hopping around the property. But yeah, guys, in the next video, we're gonna let him swim. We're gonna introduce him to the baby for the first time. We're gonna let him meet Big Ounce for the first time. It's gonna be a banger and a bop. You're not gonna wanna miss it. So make sure you hit like and subscribe so the algorithm knows to show you these videos. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching my video, and we'll see you in the next video. Chimp Kip. Oh, almost forgot to tell you.